I'm Anna, mother of Mihail, named him after Archangel Michael. 2 weeks pregnant without knowing at that time that he's master soul. His father, I thought he was the love of my life, the good karma for my strength through it all that I, as a soul, agreed to go through in this life. He was my hardest lesson to learn to love myself. Now I'm in a relationship with someone that resembles my child's father's personality, but the good part in all. But I am still healing, and I cannot see clearly if it's yet another lesson or a blessing. Please guide me. So the question is C the one I can build with, my partner, my lover, my friend? Okay, so we've just heard from Anna, and she has shared her story here. We will answer the main question here, which is C the one I can build with, my partner, my lover, my friend? So we'll try to see if we can answer that for Anna. Okay. The Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Magician. Okay. Let's look at these cards. Okay, so let's clarify each one. Okay. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Now, there were some aspects to the story which mentioned things like Master Soul and karma and things like that. So I'm not really going to touch on those points. That is something that this person, Anna, believes. And I just am going to focus more on the story, the main story and the connection itself, and the question that Anna has. Okay. Let me just get all the cards. Oop. All right. So for the Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands in reverse, Magician, okay. You know, with the Eight of Cups here and with the Judgment under the Eight of Cups, I feel like, I know your question is C the one that you can build your life with? You know, are they your partner, your lover, your friend? Um, but you're kind of showing me, potentially you're showing me, should I keep going in this connection? Should I walk away from it? Um, tells me you're not invested in the way that you should be in this connection. Tells me you have left allowances for you to leave this connection, in your mind at least. Which tells me that the dedication and commitment that you should have in this connection with this person, it's not there. Now, it could be because you're not sure of their intentions, or you're not sure if they want to, you know, build a life together. But your energy kind of showing me something like, should I walk away? Should I keep doing this? Should I stay? So, you know, when you want something, when you want to stay in a connection, you stay even when you're unwanted, right? Just, I mean, that's the way that goes. Even it's like you can't take a hint because that's how much you want the connection. You're like, you keep going and you keep doing stupid things to make yourself available to the person, or you keep pursuing the person. Like, you're going to be in their face because you want to be there, and that's not exactly the energy that you're showing me. I do feel partly it's because you're trying to maybe avoid making a decision that will bring you either regret, disappointment, unhappiness, things like that. It's like, let me leave the situation before they leave me. That could be one thing. So there's a bit of resistance in your energy because I think You also mentioned that you did have a hard lesson to learn. Okay. Um, you thought the father of your child was the love of your life. Okay. And so I feel like you don't want to repeat a pattern. Um, you're trying not to get yourself to a place that was pretty hard. You said it was your hardest lesson to learn to love yourself. So that could be where the resistance is also coming from. I do see with the magician and with the ace of pentacles and ace of wands, you do want a new beginning in your life. You do want things to work out for you where you feel like you made the right choice and you feel like this is great, I'm happy, right? I mean, we all want that. It's just you're showing me that and then you're thinking, but is this it? Is this what's going to bring me that? This is kind of how I'm seeing your energy. Now, I feel like I want to kind of clarify this other person, the one that you're asking about, if you can build life with them. Maybe they are a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. Are they somebody that you can build a life with? Oh my. Me. For some reason, I can't really get much of, um, um, I think you called him C, right? So I can't really get their energy that much for some reason. But I'm kind of seeing it's because even if we knew what their energy was, it's not that it doesn't have any bearing, but I think in the overall scope of things, how they feel or what their intention is doesn't really, it's not going to really change the situation that I'm seeing before me. I'll explain. Okay. Um, these were the first three cards to come out. Okay. Trying to get, the energy that I need to get when it comes to this person that you want to know if you should build a life with. Okay. I mean, those are all cards of hardship and difficulty, but it's not them. I don't think it's this person, this C. I think this is you and what you endured. It's what you feel you went through. Painful ending, a lot of toxic negative energy, a very, very hard burden, um, and challenge. This is the energy you're carrying in this connection. um, I'm gonna say you haven't healed from it. You haven't healed from it yet. It still causes you a lot of stress, duress. There's something about how there's still more to learn. Now, I know in your story, you mentioned that, they were the hardest lesson that you learned to love yourself. And, I'm not going to take away from that. However, have we considered that maybe, yeah, I guess you did. You said you are still healing and that you can't clearly see if this connection with C is another lesson or a blessing. The fact that you are still healing this much from all of this means potentially you're not ready a connection with C or with anyone. Okay. That's what that really is. And that's why I feel we're not getting this C person's energy, because it's not going to really have the impact that it should in your current energy, because you still have so much to work on here. It feels like there's still so much that you're bringing here with you. you're healing, you're working on it, you're learning to love yourself and all of these things. But let's not force a connection, especially if we're not ready for it. It's unfair to you, it's unfair to them. Okay? I can see you feel that whoever this is, it would be a good collaborative connection. You know, you and this person probably work well together, but only in the ways where it makes you feel safe, only in the ways where it makes you feel like, oh, it's okay to take this chance here with this person because it looks like they're it, if I try to sense this energy of this of C, it does seem like there is good potential there if you were in a better place. Additional energy that I'm getting for you is, you know, as a Queen of Wands, I think that's what you're trying to work towards, to build up towards. You know, a Queen of Wands is a very strong, determined energy, has gone through quite a lot to get to this place in their life, to have this kind of energy. And I think you're working towards that. Okay. But this is also kind of telling me we should not compare people, connections, and things like that. However, it's not a comparison of the people that you dealt with, it's a comparison of your energy. Okay. Let's compare your energy when it was with the father of your child and the energy that you have towards C. If you were to compare yourself in those two connections, I think that you would say that with the father of your child, you were very determined. You pursued everything in that connection. You gave everything in that connection. You know, it wouldn't have gotten to this point here that we saw earlier. You did everything there. That was how determined, passionate, and that's how much you wanted and desired it. Okay. But in the current energy with C, remember that first card we were talking about. There's a consideration of maybe I should maybe I should leave this. I don't know. I don't know. Should I? Should I see where it goes? You see the difference in the energy that you're presenting. It's the determination is definitely not there. The interest it is, but I feel more because you feel like, oh, I shouldn't let this person get away because they're good, they're nice, they'll treat me well, not because I love them, I want them. It's not that. Honestly, I can see in your entire reading that you should not be in a connection right now. But it's not for me to say if that's what you do or not with your life. Obviously, it's your decision to make what you do. Um, I guess potentially it's just the guidance here is kind of saying if you really wanted to put in the work to love yourself, to heal, to overcome these very challenging energies that you still carry, you need to focus on yourself, concentrate on yourself. Now, as I say that, I understand that you are, well, I don't know at this time if you're still 2 weeks pregnant because this was sent a little bit while back. Um, I mean, I'm going to say, I can understand if you're considering this connection because you do feel they would make a good partner. You are pregnant. You probably feel that you need most at this time is stability. It still wouldn't be the best thing to do because your heart is not in it. And the reasons for being in this connection is not because there is that genuine romantic love, although I'm not saying that there is no love. It's not the same thing that you feel for what you did feel with the father of your child. I'm not saying you're supposed to feel that. I'm just saying this person that you're dealing with also kind of deserves that kind of determined energy. They also deserve that kind of commitment too. And you don't have that to give them, at least from what I'm seeing. Okay. So that's what I'm really getting here. And if I go into your guidance, I know you feel that maybe in time, eventually you will be happy. It's a gamble. You might never find that happiness, even with this connection, even with this person that seems to be good for you. Okay. Honestly, I feel like, to be honest, the right choice is to create distance here. Now, I know that's going to be hard. Right away, it answers what I was about to go into. You would be, you would have to face a life of being on your own, single mother. And I feel like that's one of the fears, maybe the things that you don't want to have to face alone. You don't want to face this alone. You have to consider if it is right for you, if it is right for this person. Going into a connection where you're half hearted, you can't force happiness. A person can do the best of things for you, but if you don't feel what you naturally should feel, resentment will come in time. And it's not even going to be C's fault. Okay? Take that into consideration. I know right now you're wondering, so what do I do? What do I do? Well, here's the thing. You've already proven to yourself that this hard lesson that you went through, you got through it. You're still healing from it. You're still dealing with it. You still carry a lot of things that you need to work on, but you got through it. And you can get through whatever challenge comes your way too. Okay? So, you have to consider that your decisions should be intentional. You're coming from a place of sincere intention, meaning you want to be with C because you love them, you're invested in them, you're passionate about them. That's not what I'm seeing for you here. You're considering them because they seem to be showing you something that makes you believe there's potential there, but there's not that sense of love and passion and all those things. Now, it's not necessary that you have to have that in every connection. It's just that I saw that in the connection that you had with the father of your child. You have the capability to be in that energy. Now, in that particular connection, it probably got too toxic. It probably got too much. But in a healed state, in a healed energy, it could be the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay? I'm going to say flat out the guidance is that you should probably walk away from this connection with C, just because of everything that I said, and that you deserve to be in a connection where you are deeply, deeply in love and deeply cared for and loved as well. In a way, it's like you're settling with C. No matter how good a person is, no matter how great they are on paper or whatever, if you don't feel it, if it's not how you truly feel, it's never going to be that. You could grow into it. Yes, there is love that you grow into, definitely. And if that's a choice that you make here, I really hope that you're able to work through your difficulties, and the time comes when that passion, it becomes, centered on C, and you're able to give that wholehearted energy. I hope that happens if that's the choice you make. It's just in the current energy, I really don't feel that this connection is the best one for you. No matter how good this person is, it's because you're not going to be able to appreciate it as much as you should. um, I know you're thinking long term. I need somebody that can support me. I need somebody that can be there for me, and C can do all of that. And that's all well and good. And if they're willing to accept that as well, then it's a discussion that you two should have. It's just, again, if we're talking about the best potential, the best optimal outcome, I don't see it as being this particular connection. But can it work? Yes. If you make it work, you desire to make it work, if you're able to come to that point where you free yourself from this previous connection that you had and give your entirety to this new connection. Here's the thing. I have to give some kind of like buffer, because I'm trying to get C's energy as well. Okay. Just, I can't seem to get it. Maybe I'm not allowed, because again, like I said, at this point, it's not even really about that person, but about you and how you are going to be in these connections. It doesn't matter how good they can be, how good they could be. It's you. It feels like it's you and what you need to work on for yourself. You know, you said you can't see clearly if it's yet another lesson or a blessing. Again, you know, it really just, it keeps it keeps going back to that. I want to see if C is a good person. Like, I want to see that energy, if it is, I guess, safe to say, okay, you know what, if you take a chance on C, it'll be okay. It's just the guidance I'm really getting here is that doesn't matter, because you are not feeling like this for this person. It's unfair to them, it's unfair to you. I will really have to back up my guidance of, you're not ready to be in a connection, and it would serve you better to not force yourself to be in a connection, to not, I understand, because you're pregnant and you're seeking stability. This is a tough one. This is a very tough reading. It's very challenging. You know what? Here's how I'm going to end this. I'm going to say, you have an inner strength that you can handle anything that comes your way. You're Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a very determined energy. They would get stuff done. They know what they want and they pursue it. And it's like, it's such a strong energy, and this is you. I don't feel this connection is the best one for you. I don't think your heart is in it. It's not what you truly desire. Whether or not this person is a good person that you can build a life with, I can't give you the answer, unfortunately, because it doesn't seem to matter at this point. Even if they could, it would not serve you well. It's just isn't it. It's just I want to tell you something different. Really, I'm trying to grasp at straws here to tell you something different, but this is how I'm seeing it. Because to continue with C as somebody that's pregnant, to continue and then like potentially build a life, if they're a good person, build a life with that person, it's going to be a lifelong, it's going to be a continued lifelong challenge for you. And if you continue to be in a connection with them and they turn out to not be good, same difference. That's why I'm saying it's best for you not to be in this connection. It's not going to serve you well either way. And all I can really say is, you show up as this Queen of Wands. You can handle and you can manage to do anything when you put your mind to it. So that's as best that I can do in this situation. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do more. I'm feeling a little limited in what I'm afforded the chance to say in your reading, honestly. But I hope that I was able to give enough clarity that you would be able to reassess your situation, reassess your choices, your decisions, and just be reminded that's your energy. You're Queen of Wands. I feel like I need to get some like oracle guidance for you, because this is a tough one. Wow. I know how it is to be a single mom, and it's a difficult thing to have to handle everything on your own. I was just thinking about that, like, last week. I was thinking about that. How I don't have anyone to share my struggles with. If I find myself in a pickle, I don't have anyone to run to. I have to handle it on my own. And it's difficult. It's difficult. It can be very lonely sometimes. But, I know that I'm in this position because I do have a bit of this too. So, you know, I can definitely understand where you're coming from. Definitely. That's why I'm trying to be careful with the guidance that I'm trying to give you, because I don't want to push you, and I just want to support. If at the end of the day you decide, you know what, I'm going to give C a chance, I'm going to see where it goes, and even if I don't feel wholehearted, that's fine. Again, it's not that there's anything like truly right or wrong in your decision in your life. When we do these readings, it's more of what is the best potential for you. This just isn't it. That's what the guidance is like. This isn't the best potential for you, but it's potential. Okay, so I have these three cards again. So let me read this first card. It says sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. Okay. Next is outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive. A little bit of encouragement for you there, right? We have love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. And I do feel C is something of a salvation that I think you might be considering. True offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. I love that all your guidance is centrally focused on love, because love is the driving force, right? And again, it's just that you love with a passion, and you can love like that again one day. And I think that the universe wants you to see that and not settle for a connection that you end up in maybe even a lifetime and miss out on this opportunity to love as fiercely as you do. So I hope this helped. A bit of a tough one, but I hope that helped. And thank you for sharing your story.